Hello and Namaste to this session on developing e-learning resources practical approach. After completing this module, the learners will be able to develop e-learning resources considering components of online teaching. Use reflection spot in videos, learning by doing activity after each module. Use discussion forum for student interactions and provide learning extension trajectories LXT. Dear learners, we have already seen what is learner-centric MOOC model. Whenever we have to develop a e-learning resource, we have to consider these four components. The first one is learning dialogues, which is made up of content in the form of article, PDF file, PowerPoint presentation, audio file, video, or even a blog or podcast. So any material which we are going to give for students to learn, that will have a learning dialogue. But the reflection spot is very important to be embedded into this content. It is because the student engagement takes place only through reflection spot. Now, the second component is learning by doing activity. Once the module is complete or the students have studied the learning material provided to them in a learning dialogue, then we can see how much material they could assimilate in watching that video or whatever content that has been provided. Learning by doing is not for assessment purpose. This is for reinforcement of learning. Therefore, a teacher needs to give some customized feedback to the students. If he attempts learning by doing activity and if his answer is wrong, we have to provide the feedback so that a student can know why his answer is wrong and which is the correct answer and why it is correct answer. Therefore, our duty is to have a customized feedback embedded in learning by doing activity. The third one is learner experience interaction, where a teacher has to give a focus question for discussion and that will bring the peer interaction. It is the teacher's responsibility to see the participation of all the students is happening into the discussion. He has to give focus question and he has to check whether all the students are commenting on that focus question, because here peer discussion is very important, because it has been proved that students learn better after discussion with their peers, and therefore this has become an essential component into online teaching. Now, the last component, that is a learning extension, we have to provide the further learning material for those students who want to study deep on the matter, and even these are the resources where the students have to refer. So that makes our learning material totally complete if we include all these four components in developing e-content or e-learning material. Now, here is the question for you. After knowing the components of online teaching, how will you develop e-learning resources that satisfies these four components? Think and reflect on this question. Pause this video now and think for a moment. Whatever answer comes to your mind, write it into the record book. If you have done it, then you can play the video. So, dear learners, this is the framework for developing e-learning resources. Your answer was right. That four components: learning dialogue, learning by doing, learning experience interaction, and learning extension, tells us that we have to have these e-learning resources into our course. Learning dialogue, we can provide charts, images, PowerPoint slides, videos, blogs, podcasts, and handouts as a learning material to the students, but they should have a reflection spot where you can have a question or give some engaging activity which ensures that students are engaged in the video or in the provided material. Learning by doing, you have to conduct some quizzes or give some activity and give the customized feedback back to the students. Then in case of learning experience, we have to develop a e-learning resource in the form of a focus question which can be asked on a discussion forum, chats, or group activity can also be given. And e-learning resources should be in the form of references of books, articles, websites, or research articles for further reading should be given to the students. So all these are the e-learning resources teacher has to develop. Now, let us have a tour of already developed course for knowing how these four components are essential part of designing all e-learning resources if we want to achieve our set learning outcomes. These are the e-learning resources created for 4-week FDP on tools for online teaching learning process. Let us go to the week 1. Here you will find that module 1.1 is a learning dialogue in the form of a video. So this is a learning dialogue in the form of a video, and the care has been taken that reflection spot is added into it. Now, when we are talking about a video, video should not be more than specific time limit. If it is between 10 to 12 minutes, maximum up to 15 minutes, the students can easily be engaged with the content. Even in these 12 minutes, we have to see how we can insert a reflection spot in terms of question at the spot near 4 to 6 minutes, so that the students will remain attached, engaged with watching the video attentively. If you provide the video and there is no reflection spot, there is no LBD activity, the student may not be listening your video attentively. Now, once this is over, you can see that LBD activity is given. So a student has to go through this LBD activity in the form of process. Here you can see whatever the questions have been asked, the student has to give the answers to these questions. If they give it wrong, then what was wrong is also given as a constructive feedback. So after learning dialogue, learning by doing, this is not for assessment. It's only for the sake of reinforcing whether they have assimilated what they have seen in video as a module. Now you can see that every module is having the LBD. So likewise, you are engaging the students, and you will also see that there will be the discussion forum which is there. So here you can find the discussion forum. So there's a question, a focus question is given. So you can see here that the focus question has been given, and even the participants have been asked to reply to other participants so that the peer discussion can take place. So you can see so many students have participated into this discussion forum, and that record we can make. You can see that even the assignment has been given to the students so that they can solve it individually, in some cases even in the group, so that the learning happens. Then even you can see here the learning extension trajectories which has been given for helping them to learn more. So whatever the material is there, material has been provided. It can be noted over here that even the feedback of the participants or the students is taken. So that completes the loop, because if our modules are not up to the mark or students are not getting clarified, then some modifications to the modules needs to be done that we can do. So dear learners, this is what the journey of the learning resources I have done to you. So now you have understood what is the framework of developing e-learning resources. So whenever you are thinking of developing e-learning resources, think that how you can have a learning dialogue embedded with reflection spot, then how you can take a LBD activity, and afterwards even the discussion amongst the peers or the participant can take place, and how you can give some extension material for them. If all these components are covered, then I feel you have developed a great e-learning resource. So I wish you all the best for developing e-learning resources. Thank you and happy learning.